What's the name of the first series of the book?
The book is called Gustav Gloom and the People Taker, and it's the first of 6 books in this series, which will continue in April with Gustav Gloom and the Nightmare Vault.
So, what is it? What is the stories about?
Gustav Gloom is a very strange little boy who grew up in strange circumstances. He's been raised in what I guess you would call a haunted house by shadows, not ghosts, shadows. And his family is shadows, and his house is much larger on the inside than it is on the outside. There are all these rooms with strange phenomena going around inside his house. And he is running around the house in flight from a very bad man called the People Taker. Gustav and his friend Fernie Watt from across the street must escape him. And there's a whole backstory going on in terms of Gustav and his missing father and his and the civil war that's going on in the dark country that all shadows come from. And there's a lot of great stuff going on. Lots of adventures, lots of cliffhangers and things like that.
What's the inspiration behind the book?
Well, the inspiration is that I wanted to do a haunted house story, but the first thing you do when you're trying to write a book that's a little bit different is you take care of the first thing in it that's most cliched, and the most cliched thing about it is is ghosts. So you take out the ghosts, put something else in there instead of ghosts.
So at the end, what do you expect the kids to get out of it? Should it be like looking more scary, or is it just an adventure?
I expect kids to find this one of the scary stories that is both scary and funny at the same time. And I expect them to find a lot of adventure going on, a lot of laughs going on. And I hope that in the background, while all this is going on, they're also discovering the friendship between Gustav and his young friend Fernie, because that's a friendship that develops throughout the 6 books.
Were you when you were young? Did you love reading scary novels?
From the very beginning, I was reading Richard Matheson and Harlan Ellison and a bunch of other scary people. Scary writers, I should say. They're not necessarily scary people. Harlan is sometimes. But I was reading a bunch of them from very early on.
So you said that's going to be about 6 books?
Right now, 6 books are planned. There is room for more books in the series after this, but the story arc that's going on right now is going to last throughout the first 6 books.
So can you give me a little glimpse? What if one person read the first one? What should they expect on the second one?
I will say at this point only that the mysteries that already exist in the first book are expanded throughout the second, third, fourth, and so on. The background becomes bigger, the stakes become larger, and it becomes very, very clear by the end of the second book what the overweening story of the whole series is.
What are the age range for the books?
The book is middle grade, which is designed for 8 to 13. I have kids as young as 6 who are reading it or having it read to them, and I am also having adults who are enjoying the book.
Do you feel like the book is well, not necessarily feel. Let me rephrase that. Do you think we should expect maybe a movie coming out of this because it's such a great story?
From your lips to God's ears. I can't say it will happen, but I would love it to happen.
Okay. And tell me your name.
My name is Adam-Troy Castro. I am the author of many books, including Gustav Gloom and The People Taker, first book of 6 in a series. Okay.
Let's do it again.
I'll do it again.
Sorry, try again.
Okay. My name is Adam-Troy Castro. I'm the author of Gustav Gloom and The People Taker, which is the first book of 6 books in a series.